a lot of you guys are just watching some gurus popping out on YouTube newsfeed and talking about some random cloud code thing and a lot of things and how to scale and buy and just buy a Mac Minis and a lot of stuff are going on your pop on YouTube. So it's not that efficient in hype, but AI is changing the game. 2026. Okay, so this video is all about how to implement AI to your lead generation and acquisition strategies. And it's not hype video. Okay, it's not dynamic and hype. It's to the point and perfect solution for your business. Okay, so Zabi said how to use AI to scale your B2B SaaS companies. That's all the title. And this is a playbook. If you're founders, you need to pay attention. For this executive summary about this video, B2B SaaS is experiencing a structural inflection point. The tactic part grows from 15 to 22. Outbound blasting, aggressive paid spend, and the feature list sales are producing diminished return. This is the problem on this side. So customer acquisition costs have risen almost 15% every year. Okay, so sales cycle are 22% longer than they were in 2021. Okay, so the sales cycle is going on and the cost to acquire customer is going up. Okay, so this is why your business is not growing as much as you think. Okay, the average B2B SaaS companies now spend $2 to acquire a $1 in new opportunities of annual recurring revenue. So they get cost covered in the second year. Okay, so this is quite if you are running a business or if you are bootstrapping your thing, it will be the main issue because you don't have a VC backed thing. Okay, so at the same time, the new generation of AI native SaaS companies is quietly outperforming the market. AI native startups under 1 million annual recurring revenue are hitting 100% median growth rate. Companies deploy AI across their go-to-market motion are reducing CAC payback period from 20 months to under 18 days. Okay, this is the gap of the video and the gap between companies with using AI strategically and thus treating it as novelty in widening an extraordinary speed. Okay, so this document provides a comprehensive playbook for B2B SaaS founders who want to leverage AI not as a feature but as a growth operating system. Okay, it is to the point. It's not fancy thing. I just told you. Okay, for if you want to work with me directly, just you can click the link somewhere in this video, and you can if you want to this document this and want to read you don't want to just listen to videos and you want to read this document, I will send you the document as well. You can comment me on this video, so I will drop the link of this Google Doc. You can go through it and you can just click in. Okay, so that is stats over there. The global B2B SaaS market in 2026 is almost $500 billion as expected to do that. And the problem, this is the problem. Okay, so why traditional scaling is breaking down and it's not working anymore. Before building a solution, it was naming the enemy preciously. B2B SaaS founders in 2026 are not falling because their product are inferior. They are falling because the playbook they inherited were built for a different market. One with a cheaper attention, shorter buying commits, and faster decision cycle. Here are the five structure problem that define the current environment. Problem one: customer acquisition cost have become unsustainable. Okay, the average B2B SaaS companies now spend 12 grand, it's 1200 to acquire a single customer. Okay, in high competition vertical like fintech, HR tech, enterprise deal CAC can exceed 14 grand. Pay advertising channel that have become an inaction dominant army race where cost per click keeps rising while conversion rate flat. Okay, so the underlying cause is market saturation. Okay, so every companies in your category is running the same playbook. Google Ads targeting the same keyword, LinkedIn campaign hitting the same job titles, and SDR sending the same cold outreach templates. But I have learned to filter out everything that looks like marketing. Okay, so everything is super, super, super hard, and the median CAC payback period is 20 months and 15% cost to acquire customer increase over a year. Probably it will be double this year, and it's two up to one ratio of spending to acquire $1 in new opportunity annual recurring revenue to your ad spend, and 1,200 is the average B2B SaaS CAC. Okay, so problem two. Okay, so problem two is sales cycle have grown brutally long. Okay, so the median B2B SaaS sales cycle now sits at 84 days. For mid-market deals, it stretches to 90 days. Enterprise deals roughly exceeds 6 months. Okay, more critical, the buying committees has enterprise software purchase now involves 10 up to 11 stakeholders, up from 5.4 in 2020 to 2020. Okay, so what's driving this? Budgeting in 2020 funding construction means CFO approval is now required for 79% of B2B software purchase and 40% of increase in SFO, CFO involvement. Security questionnaire are adding to up to 4 weeks to standard cycles, and 77% of buyers describe their last software purchase overcomplicate. Every additional stakeholder is an additional veto. Okay, so everything is going like this. And the third problem is churn is quietly eroding your foundation. The average B2B SaaS churn rate is 3.5% monthly, split between voluntary churn, which is 2.6%, and involuntary churn is 0.8%. That sounds manageable until you model the compounding effect. A company growing 20% annual by churn 3.5% monthly is a net barely growing its revenue base. Okay, so if you know the maths, you can understand what I'm saying. Okay, so this is super, super tough situation if you are running B2B firms. Okay, so and if you understand how to leverage this one, because this market is very logical, so you can automate everything with AI, and it's almost text based and strategized things. Okay, so there is a software or coding and systems and a lot of things on B2B. There is no fancy commercial thing. Okay, so it's always ROI driven. So AI is powerful than human being, especially understanding the things and ROI thing. Okay, AI do most of B2B stuff things, and B2B stuff will be booming in this year. If you don't understand how to boom, I think you will be cooked as well in 2026. So you need to be pay attention for this opportunity. And last but not least, you need to, if you want to work with me as well, you need to just DM me on these platforms on the website or through Upwork. I just leave the link in the description again. So let's go to the fourth video. The fourth problem: content and demand generation do not scale with your team. Okay, you can't scale with your team anymore. Okay, because it will cost you pretty good money. Okay, most B2B SaaS companies generate leads through a combination of outbound SDR works, paid ads, and content marketing. The problem is that each of these channels are solely determined by human bandwidth. Your SDR cannot send so many personalized emails. Your content team can only publish so many articles. Okay, your ads team can only run so many tests. The result is that growth become nearly correlated with headcounts, which is exactly the opposite of what a software business should look like. A company with 5 to 10 million dollar annual recurring revenue are roughly mainly 10 up to 15% person marketing team just to sustain content pipeline volume, lead alone grow it. Okay, so the last problem is The fifth one is you cannot tell what is actually working. The average B2B organization now uses 12 to 20 marketing technology tools, yet you can't understand which is working, which is not. You do a lot of subscription and signups, and you can't understand what's working. Okay, so companies are overtooled and under attribution. Okay, so revenue attribution remains one of the most persistent unsolved problems in B2B SaaS, particularly for businesses with multi-touch. Okay, so multi-stakeholders journeys that span 90 days plus. Okay, so without accurate attribution and the marketing spend of optimization becomes guesswork. Okay, companies make decisions based on last stage data and underinvest in the channels that actually drives pipeline and continuously overinvest in the channel that looks good in the dashboard but do not drive revenue. Okay, that's the most important thing. So the last but not the least is the solution thing. So you need to pay attention to this topic. Okay, the first one is solution. AI as your growth operating system. AI is not a single tool or a magic button. Okay, it's a capable layer that can be applied across every function of your go-to-market motion to create compounding advantage. The companies winning in 2026 are not using AI to replace their marketers. Okay, they are using AI to make every marketer, SCDR, and customer success managers 10x more effective. What follows is the systematic breakdown of how AI involves each of the five structural problems uh, identified up with specific tools, tactic, and benchmark for each. Okay, so solution one, AI powered demand generation to break a CAC ceiling. The core principle traditional demand generation is broadcast based. You create a content or ads and hope they reach the right people at the right time. Okay, AI powered demand generation is signal based. You identify companies showing active buying intent and reach them preciously when they are already in research mode. Intent data and predictive targeting AI powered intent platforms, G2, Bombara, and some type of things are tracking millions of behavioral signals across the web. Okay, so which companies are researching your category of software? Which competitors are evaluating? How close they are to making a purchase decision? Companies use intent data in their targeting report CAC, reduction of 30 to 45% compared to broad audience paid campaign. Okay, so the mechanism is simple. Instead of running LinkedIn ads to every director of marketing at SaaS companies between 50 to 500 employees, you run ads specifically to 20 companies your intent platforms identifies as actively researching solution like yours this week. Okay, your spend goes further and your conversion rate improves because you are reaching buyers who are already in the market. Okay, you'll not be the first one. Okay, the concept is not new. The concept is already pitched and worked. Okay, so the only thing you need to do is optimize the thing for the result driven behavior. Okay, so that's most enterprise divisions work. Okay, so these are the main point and the benchmark results. Companies using AI-powered intent targeting alongside ABM, which is account-based marketing, program reporting, SQL that closes to 37% faster and at 28% higher ACV, which is annual contract value, than leads from traditional broad audience campaign. Okay, this is everything how you use AI and how to understand leverage AI. Okay, so AI generated content at scale, you can do this one, and you can generate a lot of things. AI sells intelligence to compare, compress cycle, and expand the commits. Okay, so you need to do follow up things and you need to AI power things as well. The core principles of in this concept is longer buying commit commits are not a problem to solve. They are a dynamic to leverage. Okay, the companies that are successfully multi-trade across all 10 up to 11 stakeholders before the competition does win. Okay, so AI gives you the intelligence and automation to do that at scale. No purely human sales team can match. Okay, so you can use AI stuff to leverage the sales team and to reach out and trickling in every hour or two. Okay, so as you think and as you picture what you are thinking. Okay, so after the third section is AI driven customer success to build NRR up 120%. Okay, so the core principles over here is across acquiring a customer is 15 and 10x more expensive than retaining. Okay, so companies with NRR, which is net revenue, net recurring revenue above 120% are not just retaining revenue. Okay, they are growing their revenue base without spending additional market dollars. Okay, AI in customer success is the closest thing to free revenue growth that exists in SaaS. So those are the solutions. Probably we have another solution over here: AI content engine to decouple growth from headcounts in order to just do the thing, editorial layer, and a lot of things. You can set up a cloud agent and do this. We are testing on for ourselves this type of concept. So and it's working good. And if it's changing the game or it's crashing it, I'll do a video and you will also crash your own market and you will cook some of your things. So in this video, I just share how you scale with AI and cloud code and a lot of things with managerial view. Okay, so and with market research. So if you want to see real application and real output, you can comment me on this video or you can text me. So I will talk to you guys for this one. I'll give another video for you and you get it in him here on my YouTube channel. So subscribe and peace out. Okay. Thank you.